What is going on, my YouTube friends, all my Patreon friends? How we all doing today? We got a request. I was going to say a respect. We got a request from, let's see if I can get your name right. Hamza asked me to do another FLO song. So this is Czech official music video. I see they have one from Vivo Studios too. Cards on the table. I was like a live sound guy for a long time, so I digest music better in live format. But you did ask for the official music video, so I'm going to do that one. I will have the link to it in the description box, and I would love if y'all are giving FLO another view, supporting their channel, making sure you're subscribed over there. And let's do this, y'all. Let me pull this up. Let me make sure y'all can see it, and let's go. This video was brought to you by Raycon. They make some great headphones at really great prices, y'all, and they're offering our community 15% off with the code BEL15. They were kind enough to send me the everyday buds, and I've been using them literally every day. They've replaced just about every headphone that I have, aside for when it comes to mixing, of course. I've been using them in the gym. I've been using them when I'm mowing my yards. I've been using them in the skid steer at work, and let me tell you, man, they've been holding up. They've been really holding up, especially for the price point, y'all. I've been super impressed. A couple of my favorite features are the active noise canceling. Works fantastic. I like that you can turn the volume up and down just by tapping on either side of the headphone, either left and right. And the battery life, y'all, the battery life. You can charge these things just for 10 minutes and it'll last you a whole hour and a half. I plugged them in for a lunch break, like a half-hour lunch break. They lasted me the whole afternoon from dry dead, like dry. So I'll have the link to them in the description box. Don't forget, you can use the code BEL15 to save 15%. And if you aren't happy with your purchase, they'll offer a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. And let's get back to the video. Cool, man. Cool. So I love the handoffs, clean handoffs as per usual. One thing that I'm appreciating is I'm trying to decide what's going on in the vocals, right? So we've seen these singers, all three of them, they can sing perfectly in pitch. Like, they don't need the help, but it feels like they're using something like an auto tune or something to saturate it. And they actually might just be using like a distortion. And that is like a pretty standard thing in modern recording, right? So like you have your regular clean channel. You might have something like with some more effects on it. Cause like anytime you add like say a reverb to your vocal or to anything for that matter, any input, it's going to push it back into the room, especially if you start like soaking it in a reverb, right? So like say for snare drums, we'll use a second snare drum and that does the reverb instead of the main one. So it doesn't get lost in the drum kit. And then they'll do like a whole nother channel and it'll be a distorted vocal, like a full distorted where you can like barely understand it. And it's basically just like a ton of sibilance and like noise, right? And it feels like they found like a really sweet spot of like blending that in. And so I'm guessing it's either an auto tune for the saturation, not for pitch, but just for the saturation, or it's some form of like harmonic distortion, something like that. And I vibe with it, man. It's actually like quite clever. It makes it like cut nice, you know? Bars. Clever as hell, but the background check was fire.
Looking at a perfect 10. I'm telling you now, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. I'm gonna let him
Smooth, man. That was like real smooth. That verse was a lot of fun. It had a lot of words to it, and I like that they stayed true to like the singing ratio, right? So like if it's to simplify it, let's call it like singing versus rap, right? So if you have 80% singing, 20% like rap influence, bear with me on that, then like they kept it like that. They didn't switch it to like 60-40 or like go full like rap verse or something like that, right? I like that. We could call it like spoken word or whatever you want to call it, but like it was walking the line of that while still being very melodic, very lyrical, right? I vibe with it. Way I trust him, I ain't got to check. Love it. See, like those, like the obvious ones being, you know, it's clever, but the obvious ones being like, is he loyal? Check. They checking all the boxes. But when they actually sneak the word check in there, like background check and whatever the last one was there, just said it. Check. The way I trust him, I ain't got to check. That was the other one. Gentlemen, I got it. A bop, y'all. A bop. Super clever. I think the saturation that I was talking about in the beginning is probably just to create like clarity amongst that like super complicated is not the right word, but like very involved like musical section or beat, right? Especially in that outro, like there was a lot going on in that, and to make those vocals stand out, you need something to really like make it step out, and I think that's what they were using like the saturation and stuff for, right? So anyways, y'all, I dug that one. Appreciate that. Let me know what else we got to check out from FLO. Like I said, my background isn't live, but doesn't mean that that's all I have to do. I do vibe with the music videos and stuff too. This one was a bop, obviously. I'm gonna have the link to it in the description box, as well as all my links if y'all want to send me your requests or support the channel as well. And see you on the next one.